The Service to the Citizen Champions of Change program recognizes those public servants and their industry partners who demonstrate excellence in their delivery of services that impact the public's lives. We recognize those public servants today. Now introducing Martha Doris.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 2021 Service to the Citizen Awards. I think everybody is really happy to see each other in person from what I've seen. Could everyone please stand and join us for the national anthem? Thank you. As you may recall in the past, we sung that a cappella with the whole room, but I figured with no masks, I'd be safer to do it this way. So thank you for joining us this afternoon. It's a really special day for me as I look forward to this every single year, and I feel like, it's a room full of my friends and former colleagues, former bosses, new colleagues, and a community of people that really come together to understand what our citizens want and our customers and provide that experience to them in a efficient, outstanding way. So I thank everybody for coming. It's the first time many of us have been together in almost 2 years, and we're going to hear some amazing stories today that have impacted the lives of the public. We apologize for any of the inconvenience around security issues, although I think it's better to go higher and then have less, so we're all thankful for that. Go ahead and proceed with your lunch as we go through the program. There'll be some time at the end, although I think we got a lot more time than we had expected to be able to chat and network at the beginning. So it's our honor to be able to host this year's celebration. We're grateful to be here in person, but we're also grateful to have the technology to be able to share these special moments with those at home and working around the country. We have 1,000 people online. So we have expanded our reach significantly this year. So I know everybody's friends and families, my neighbors, anybody that wanted to watch is watching today. So hello, Catlet Place. So today's about you, the award winners though, and everybody around them that make these efforts possible. We know that we're recognizing about 150 people this year, and we know that's a drop in the bucket in the number of people around the country, around the government, worldwide really, that are helping to care and provide experiences to our citizens, our customers, work with their employees, other agencies. It's really a special thing. So of course last year we were virtual, and so a few of the 2020 award winners are here. But before we do that, could all of the 2021 Service to the Citizen Award winners please stand? And continue standing. If you were an award winner in a previous year, either last year, obviously virtually, and before that, could you stand as well? Thank you so much, and thank you for all your hard work and dedication to this mission. So we want to begin with some important thank yous. Really, this can't happen if we don't have nominations. So everybody who nominated someone and be thinking about it next year. The selection committee of former federal senior government executives, they take a lot of time with reviewing those nominations and really looking for demonstrated results. So thank them for their time, all of you for attending in person, and everybody that's taking their time online virtually to support the Service to the Citizen program. Volunteers, we had a lot of volunteers this year to help us get everything set up. You know, we're a very small company, 2 people, so it's a it's a daunting task, but with the help of volunteers, we are able to get it done. And then last but not least, our sponsors who make this event possible, especially those who stuck by us last year as we went virtual, because it was, you know, and you knew the game we played last year. If we were coming in person, and then we were virtual, and then everybody was holding off and extending and changing deadlines, and so it's been a tough year for everybody. So thank you. Our platinum sponsor is Maximus Federal. Our gold sponsors are Cisco, New Axis, Medallia, Accenture, Qualtrics, Capgemini, and Accenture Federal Services, which you can see over here. Our silver sponsors are Wheelhouse and ASI Government. Adobe is both our Challenge Coin sponsor that you see on your table and the media sponsor. T-Tech is our name tag sponsor, and Accenture Federal Services is our live stream sponsor. So thank you all for your support in making this a reality for everybody. If you're tweeting from today's event, please use hashtag 2021 STTC Awards. And for those of you who are virtual, please feel free to chat and to communicate with one another and congratulate the winners. So feel free to tweet. Love to see a lot of activity going on. Justin, did you hear that? My social media guru. The world is continuing to meet the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, the extreme weather conditions brought about by climate change, racial equity, and recovering economies. These are challenging times that will change the world forever. At the same time, we have just remembered and honored the first responders and those who lost friends and family in 9/11. Trust is at the heart of the public sector, and when the American public isn't able to solve a problem or easily access information they need at an important time in their lives, trust erodes. As Claire Mortorana said last week at the ACT-IAC-CX Summit, when Americans spend hours filling out an online form, or it doesn't work on the phone, or they don't have internet access, or if they do, it's not accessible, they think the government doesn't serve them and doesn't really respect them, and trust erodes. We have to meet our customers where they are, creating customer experience solutions that meet their needs. Government really matters more than ever. Every interaction that we have with the public is an opportunity for us to demonstrate that the government understands and is able to meet their customers' needs. Public servants and their industry partners stand shoulder to shoulder in delivering these critical missions. Technology enables these services, but people and culture are at the heart of transforming them. It's my honor to be able to recognize and honor the dedication and commitment of the people behind these public services. This year, restoring public health, providing benefits through difficult times, and the continuation of the mission of government are highlighted in these awards. You've seen we have 150 winners. Their photographs have been rotating on the screen. We have some of the trophies here for the people who are here in person, and the rest will be mailed to people. But please take a look at the program, because it really gives a lot of insights in, especially the Government Industry Executive of the Year, the CX Trailblazer, the Rising Star, and the, tell me, CX Trailblazer. Oh, and the Rising Star, and then the Lifetime Achievement Award. Forgot the big one, right here. Leadership is a key to transforming services, and it's not easy. The government is huge, and it's no small task. 1 in 4 Americans is covered by Medicaid. It's at its peak in Q2, IRS was receiving more than 1,500 calls per second. TSA screened more than 2 million passengers a day. 1 in 8 Americans are managing student loans, and approximately 25 million individuals with families survived a federally recognized natural disaster last year. So through this program, you're going to hear from the award winners about their proud moments serving the American public and employees. As I mentioned, we only have about 160 people in the room today, but we have 1,000 participating from their homes, offices, and wherever they're participating virtually. So I think before we get started, I'm going to ask Maria Rote, who was kind enough, our Deputy Federal CIO, to speak with us last year virtually, and I thought it would be great to hear from her again this year. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon. Thank you, Martha. You know, when you see Champions of Change in there, up on here, it's been an adventure in change for the last 20 months. And I think all of the award winners, the nominees, everyone that supports every one of the award winners recognizes the importance of how we serve our citizens. You get it, you understand it, and you understand that there's a human behind everything that we're doing. We've flipped over, we've gone to digital in so many aspects of the federal government, and recognizing and continuing to keep in mind that there's a human behind there. Somebody who needs help, they need assistance, and they need help and assistance from the government, right? Looking for help in some way. I want to say thank you to all of the award winners, all of the nominees, for all the work that you do and your continued support of the mission and everything that's going on. So again, thank you for all you do, serving and customer experience.
So let's get started. Our first award we will be presenting to the Government Executive of the Year. To present the Government Executive of the Year, I'd like to introduce Lisa P. Veith, Senior Vice President for New Market Growth and Citizen Services at Maximus Federal and our Platinum sponsor. She's been a longtime supporter of the Service to the Citizen Awards, and I could even go so far as to say we may not have these awards if they didn't take a leap of faith the first year and actually get behind us in terms of making this a reality. So she really had faith in our ability to create these, and now we're in year 4. So thank you, Maximus, for your support.
Thank you all. It's so great to see all these wonderful faces. We saw a lot on screen last week at the CX Summit, but this is phenomenal. So it's my pleasure today, though, to be here to introduce Barbara C. Morton, Deputy Chief Veteran Experience Officer and the Government Executive of the Year. Barbara has served as the Deputy Chief VE Officer at the Department of Veteran Affairs since July 2016. She is responsible for building a lasting customer experience capability at the VA and sharing best practices across all agencies. Her passion and persistence for driving customer experience as a core business discipline at the VA began early in her career at the VA while serving veterans, families, caregivers, supporters, survivors at the Board of Veteran Appeals. She experienced firsthand the opportunity VA public servants had to make those oftentimes very difficult and confusing interactions an opportunity to serve and care and increase customer experience for veterans and their supporters. She really took that on. Barbara also served as the co-chair of the President's Management, the CAP goal, with the Office of OMB, where she amplified the importance of using customer experience practices across all federal agencies to improve the delivery of their mission. She enjoys giving her time selflessly to any agency planning to build or mature a customer experience capability. and she shares her lessons learned from the VA and the VEO CX journey. Throughout her career and the journey to improve the lives and experience of the veterans, she maintains a commitment to institutionalizing VE into the fabric across VA. She's driven CX transformation, she's implemented customer experience agency priority goals, hardwiring CX into the VA core values, architecting VA's first ever CX strategy, agency-wide, and including CX and performance plans of all senior executives. She's tirelessly championed CX at the VA, embedded it in the department now and in the future, and she has partnered with CX practitioners to develop and create the CX cookbook to share widely those best practices. As a constant career senior executive and a relentless CX champion during the past 5 years at the VA, Barbara and her team have supported the department and the incredible public servants with CX data, tools, technology, engagement, and leaving veterans feeling that they've made a real difference during this time. Veterans' trust in the VA has increased by 23%, from 55% in 2015 to 78% in 2021. Many other programs were championed and implemented by Barbara and her VEO team in partnership with other organizations across the VA. They include the VA Patient Experience Program, digital modernization strategies, VA websites into a single front door on va.gov, mapping the first ever employee experience journey at the VA, as well as conducting human-centered design research to support the Equity Executive Order for underserved populations, including women veteran and tribal veterans. Barbara gives all of her credit to her team and the amazing CX practitioners and advocates, both within the VA and across sister agencies, nonprofits, and public sector, who together are grounded in the passion to serve a cause greater than themselves by delivering exceptional experience to veterans, their families, caregivers, survivors, and the public at large. Barbara is passionate about storytelling and embracing and sharing these experiences within her organization and across the VA to provide better and more empathetic and trusted outcomes and experiences. It is these characteristics and accomplishments that make Barbara this year's Government Executive of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Barbara on this well-deserved honor.
This is absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Lisa, for those generous remarks, and Martha as well. It is so wonderful to be here all together in person for the first time in a long time. And Martha, thank you for creating this awards program and this forum. Honestly, you are the trailblazer. I call you the original. Everybody knows she's the godmama of customer experience. So thank you for that and recognizing our brothers and sisters through this forum. I'm really humbled to accept this award on behalf of my incredible team. And when I say team, I don't just mean the Veterans Experience Office or VA, but I mean all of our brothers and sisters across agencies, private sector, nonprofits, everybody who is moving the needle in this space. It is such a community of effort, and I just want to recognize all of the players for many, many years who have been in my orbit to enable me to be a driver in this space. As Martha said and Lisa said, I love storytelling, and as I was thinking about what I could share with you in this particular moment, it really boils down to two things for me, and that is shared passion and shared purpose. And I feel that we each have that individually in the customer experience space, but we also have that collectively. And I would love to share a story of something that I just learned from last week that really demonstrates to me this shared passion and purpose. So Martha and I were actually in the green room, a virtual green room, last week together at the Customer Experience Summit. And there was a colleague of ours who was sharing the green room. And he said, Barbara, I don't know if you remember me, but I was part of the White House Leadership Development Program a number of years ago, and you briefed my class on veterans experience and customer experience at VA. And of course, he jogged my memory, and I did remember him. And it turns out that at that time, after we had given a presentation a number of years ago on the Veterans Experience Office and customer experience, this gentleman said to me, my dad is a veteran, and he used VA about 20 years ago. And he left the VA because he didn't have a great experience. So of course, I never miss an opportunity to say, challenge accepted. So I said to him, can I invite you to invite your dad to give VA another try? Here's a link to va.gov. Here's the VA welcome kit. I invite him to consider giving us another shot and seeing how it feels. So this gentleman last week shared with me in the green room, my dad, in fact, did give VA another try, and he loves it. And he said that VA is not the same place it was 20 years ago. That, to me, is really passion and purpose, not just of me or whoever briefed this individual, but of our frontline employees who have that shared passion and have that shared purpose. So somebody in a VA medical center who I've never met, who lives in a state maybe I've never been to, in a facility that I've never visited, has that shared passion and shared purpose to recover that veteran and welcome him home. So it's with that, I just want to say thank you again on behalf of my entire team, my entire CX family, which is extended and is growing day by day. And I really am just humbled to be part of this incredible mission and incredible community. So thank you all very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Barbara, for your efforts to build the capacity within the VA and to help the veterans' needs. And as you heard, Barbara has worked with people across the entire government as they've taken on this journey around improving customer experience. Our next award is the Industry Executive of the Year. So this year's Industry Executive of the Year has demonstrated leadership and support for improving the government's services to the public, to veterans, taxpayers, seniors, and employees. As an immigrant and naturalized citizen, he understands the impact that the government has on people's lives. We're talking about Leslie Stretch, the president and CEO of Medallia. Medallia's efforts have been felt by veterans, their families, and caregivers. Medallia's artificial intelligence helps identify veterans who indicate a potential of self-harm or homelessness and led to an early intervention for 3,000 veterans in need. Veterans' trust in VA has increased by 23% from 55% in 2015 to 78% in 2021, partially due to the VA understanding the needs of the veterans through soliciting their feedback. Medallia supports other federal and state agencies. Leslie has created a 50-person public sector team to support governments at all levels. Thank you for supporting the government's journey to improve their understanding of their customers, to improve the services that they deliver. So accepting the award on behalf of Leslie is Zach Trojak, the Vice President of the Public Sector North America.
I am excited to be here to get applause that was meant for someone else, but I will happily take that honor. But I share the sentiments, excited to see so many faces out in the crowd. Again, it's so wonderful to be back here in person. On behalf of Leslie, behalf of Medallia, I'm honored to accept this year's service to this as an Industry Executive Award. First, I'd like to thank Martha, similar to Barbara, for your incredible efforts, not only for your seemingly daily contributions to this community, but for just creating this forum to recognize the outstanding accomplishments that's of so many folks in the room, folks online, that too often go overlooked. So, brief round of applause for Martha. I'd also like to thank and congratulate all of the award winners. It's overwhelming to share the stage with the likes of Barbara Morton. As a son of a Vietnam veteran, someone who relies heavily on the VA and the services they provide, just the transformation that the VA has undertaken, I'll be eternally grateful. Not only for those efforts, but just truly for the impact that it's made in my dad's life. And it wouldn't be possible without, again, folks like Barbara and exactly the types of work that we're leading there. I'm also thankful for all the other civil servants that have transformed the ways which we care and support for our distinguished veterans, citizens, students, families, farmers, the list goes on and on. Barbara's story today is just one example of the exceptional contributions made by those in the room, and that's what makes this event so important. The achievements that we're here to recognize, as well as the sacrifices and the support provided by your teams, and importantly by your families, they highlight the best of who we are as a country. A group of leaders who tirelessly and selflessly dedicate your efforts to the delivery of services that positively impact the lives of everyday Americans. There perhaps hasn't never been a year where we needed your help more. From navigating our collective way through this pandemic to improving the trust that Americans have in government that's built to serve them. Your accomplishments are inspiring, and they're appreciated more than any one award, no matter how cool this award is, could ever actually do justice to. I'm humbled by the opportunity to support you in your mission. I'm grateful to be a part of this community, and I'm honored to call many of you friends. Thank you again for all that you do. Thank you for this recognition, and I believe we have a brief video with some remarks from Leslie.
It's absolutely wonderful to receive this recognition this year from Service to Citizens Awards for Medallia. As a technology company, we have many missions around the world, but our service to our citizens here in the United States, and in particular, the work that we've been able to do alongside the Veterans Administration for our veterans, has been really a phenomenal experience for Medallia. Seeing how our veterans who have given so much for all of us, how they return to what we think of as normal life and their journeys as they return and re-engage with life, and being involved in connecting feedback to improve their experiences has been the mission of our lives. It's been wonderful to be able to be involved and to undertake this work. And the fact that the veterans can leverage our technology in any way at all has been very, very gratifying for us. So this is important. It's important work. We're all in to do more. This platform raises our profile. I thank you for that. I thank you for organizing the event, and I want to congratulate the other award winners. I know that they represent teams, and I know how they feel today. It's just amazing to be singled out in this way, but of course it's about the company and the team. Thank you for the awards. Have a wonderful event.
Congratulations to Leslie and his team. And Zach, thank you for accepting the award on his behalf. So as you enjoy your lunch, we're going to hear the voices of our winners as they describe proud moments in their lives serving their customers. So enjoy.
Hi, I'm Bill Danilin, Vice President of Public Sector at Adobe. Over the past year and a half, we've faced some amazing challenges. A global pandemic, civil unrest, a change of administration, and more. During trying times, the public relies on the government and their industry partners to provide support, information, and services to meet their needs efficiently and effectively. Government employees are at the core of providing these critical services. Adobe is proud to introduce the stories of these passionate champions of change. These stories are a testament to what dedicated public servants are capable of when we need them the most. Congratulations again to the 2021 Service to the Citizen Award winners.
Hi, I'm Tom Romeo, and I want to start by saying how flattered I am to be receiving this Lifetime Achievement Award for service to the citizens. In my career with Maximus and prior to Maximus, I've had the privilege to work with many large government agencies. Things like the decennial census, Medicare enrollment, the digital television conversion program, and helping students manage their loans. In those programs, I've had the privilege of working with many federal employees and recognized the dedication that they had to ensuring that their customers get the best service possible. A lot of my most memorable experiences are when one of those customers got through directly to me and needed my help, and I was able to help them to resolve some problem that they have. But that wasn't my job. My job was to ensure that the agents working on our programs knew that if they did the right thing for the customer and the right thing for the agency, that they would be rewarded and protected in their jobs. I've had the privilege to work with some phenomenal teams and some phenomenal people, and they're the reason that I'm receiving this Lifetime Achievement Award. So thanks to all of them. And congratulations to all of the award winners today. I'm very honored to be part of such an august group. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rachel Flagg, and I'm a digital strategist at GSA, and I'm honored to have been chosen as this year's CX Trailblazer. I've spent almost 2 decades now working to improve government websites. I've gotten to do some amazing things in my career, such as launching the first government CX community of practice, building the CX toolkit on digital.gov, and implementing one of the first large-scale CX programs at GSA. I also led the Federal Web Council and web manager communities for many years, bringing people from across government together to improve digital service delivery. CX at its heart is really about clear communication. When we build things that are easy for people to find, understand, and use, they can solve their own problems. And that's what we all want, really. Get in, get out, get on your way. Government should be easy, it should work well, and CX is all about making that happen. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kelly Taylor Connor, and I work for the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Office of Public Affairs. As the FBI's social media manager, I have 2 sets of customers: the American people and public servants throughout the FBI's dozens of field and headquarters divisions. I love my job because I wear different hats depending on the customers I'm serving. Sometimes I'm a content creator, sometimes I'm a crisis communicator, and sometimes I'm a technical support specialist. As the force behind the FBI's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts, I've learned that my communication skills are vital to the FBI's mission of keeping the public safe and bringing criminals to justice. Because people don't just expect protection from us, they also expect information. And through social media, my teammates and I can share messages that help protect communities from crime and terrorism. Whether we debunk a myth about human trafficking or prevent a consumer from falling victim to a scam, whether we help a case agent catch a fugitive or teach a colleague in the field how to post a tweet, I'm honored to serve the millions of people who follow the FBI's social media accounts, as well as my colleagues at the Bureau. I'm grateful to my teammates for nominating me and to Service of the Citizen for recognizing me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Wendy Puckett, and I'm the Director of the Product Marketing and Delivery Group at the Office of Federal Student Aid, the U.S. Department of Education. Our customers are millions and millions of students, parents, and borrowers who come to us in order to seek federal aid to go to college. One of my proudest moments came recently with regard to us engaging with our customers. On Friday, August 6th, the Secretary of Education had announced that there would be an extension of the loan repayment pause. Loans would not have to be repaid until after January 31st, 2022. My team quickly gathered and developed content and updates for studentaid.gov and for our social media platforms. Within hours, we were able to update our website and also put out messaging via Twitter and Facebook. What made this really exciting was to watch on Facebook and Twitter, watch the engagement that was happening with our customers, the likes, the retweets, the shares. We knew the information was going out to our customers. We were reaching them where they were with the right message at the right time. It made me very proud to be able to engage with our customers so quickly with some very good information for them. Thank you.
My name is Bridget Fields, and I am part of the IT Modernization Centers of Excellence within Technology Transformation Services, part of General Services Administration. And I am proud to be part of an organization that seeks to solve problems, not just through doing, but by teaching. Working to help others incorporate human-centered design and other user-centric approaches into their everyday work is incredibly rewarding to watch the experience of my fellow federal employees combined with the impact of modern technology and techniques result in huge benefits to the users that depend on their services. Regardless of the agency or department, every mission can be improved with ideas like these. And I am excited to see what happens as these ideas take root through the public sector, not just the federal government, and become more mainstream. This is a great time to be a civil servant, and I appreciate everyone involved with the service to the citizen, highlighting the works of myself and my colleagues.
Hi, I'm Catherine Spivey. I'm co-chair of the Plain Language Action and Information Network, PLAIN. I have the best job in the federal government. I help people learn how to communicate in plain language, and plain language allows customers or our users to say what's plain language and what's not. They have to be able to find the information they need. They have to be able to understand it the first time, and they have to be able to use what they found to meet their needs. Now, Plain offers training to other federal employees. We offer meetings. We're having a federal summit, and we work to get it easy for people to understand what they need to know. So, I'm honored to be here with the rest of the people in customer service and very happy to be receiving the award. And just, plain language for the win. When plain language works, we all win.
Hi, my name is Julia Ellman, and I'm the Security Experience Lead for Login.gov. I'm honored to be accepting the award for the Service to the Citizens Award for 2021 for Login.gov, the public SWIN account for government. There are a lot of really proud moments that I'd love to share with you all in regards to our program for this year, from expanding our user experience group to nearly double, to expanding our customer service experience as well. But the one that sticks out the most is our launch with the Social Security Administration to provide their customers a simple, secure login service provider for their customers. We work closely with their user experience group to ensure we were creating the best product possible for their customers. So I just want to say thank you again. Thank you to the Login.gov team. You're a pleasure to work with every day. And thank you for this award again. And congratulations to all the other award winners. I'm honored to be working alongside all of you all in government.
Hi, I'm Michael Wilker, the Director for Broadcast Communications at the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. The entire Broadcast Communications team is honored by this Service to the Citizen Award. This dedicated team has supported critical COVID-19 communications to the public from January 2020 through today. They came to the workplace each day, often staying late and on weekends to ensure that public health messages reached all American citizens. Our customers range from the Secretary of HHS to the Surgeon General to the many doctors and scientists researching how to combat the virus. One of our proudest moments was when the first vaccine was authorized for emergency use by the FDA. This team flawlessly managed a short notice press conference on a Saturday morning to tell the public about the news. We then produced a series of trusted voices videos to help assure the public of the safety and efficacy of the vaccines. We are humbled and honored to be recognized for our service to the citizens of the United States. Thank you.
My name is Kevin Duvall, and I'm the Acting Chief Data Officer at the Department of Health and Human Services. And it's an honor to be recognized for the Service to the Citizen Award. My biggest achievement this year was building the team that formed the basis for the HHS Office of the Chief Data Officer. OCDO was founded during the COVID-19 pandemic to serve as the principal office responsible for ensuring data assets are leveraged to their fullest potential. This took a unique role and position in HHS given the COVID-19 pandemic, and working with the folks that came on board and enabled the best decisions to be made using data was something that profoundly changed me and hopefully made things better for all those who are fighting COVID-19. Thank you.
I'm Rachel Cicerone, Co-Branch Chief for the CDC Info and Print Services Branch. CDC Info serves two types of customers. Our internal agency staff that we work with to get information to respond to questions, and the citizens, clinicians, and public health professionals that contact CDC Info with questions. Even though COVID-19 knowledge has changed daily or sometimes even hourly, the CDC Info team worked to quickly relay verified information to the contact center agents and then callers during a period of uncertainty and confusion.
Hello, my name is Marcia Victor, and I'm the former co-branch chief for CDC Info in Print Services Branch. As COVID-19 unfortunately entered our lives, the public wanted answers quickly. Because individuals were scared, the proudest moment of serving our customers was ensuring agents were prepared to listen, validate, and be sensitive to inquirers' concerns and fears, while providing timely, accurate, and key public health messages.
My name is Nancy Lindsay. I am an IT business specialist with a focus in acquisition services. My most rewarding experience is the coordination among offices to make certain the contract aspect is completed and available on time. It is a pleasure to serve.
I'm Kelly Gilbert, Senior Program Manager for the CDC Info Program. 2020 was like no year we've ever seen, and I'm so proud of our team. Most recently, we received some feedback from a caller that needed to correct his vaccine dates. He was having trouble getting assistance and needed to provide in order to return to work. He said, "You're simply outstanding. I've never had such wonderful service from a government agency at any level. Your entire team deserves a job well done."
Hi, I'm Brad Myers, Director of CDC's Division of Communication Services, which includes CDC Info. Through more than 4 million calls, 1.5 million emails, 1.6 million publications distributed, and 3,000 letters responded to, CDC Info and its contract partners are counted on to provide timely and scientifically accurate information, whether day-to-day public health concerns or for global emergencies such as H1N1 flu, SARS, Zika, and COVID-19. Our customers know or expect that CDC Info anticipates their need for this information across more than 2,000 topics. As a manager, I don't have to tell our staff or our contract partners that this level of service is expected. They know it and embrace it. Acting on their own initiative and genuine desire to help, going consistently above and beyond normal customer service expectations, which is what CDC Info does every day.
Hi, my name is Michael Windle, and I'm a Customer Experience Team Lead at the Federal Emergency Management Agency. It's such an honor to be selected as a Service to the Citizens Champions of Change Award recipient. At FEMA, I see my customers as the families impacted by natural disasters, whether it's hurricanes, tornadoes, wildfires, or floods. For those families, the time after a disaster might be the biggest challenge the family has faced ever. I still remember the first interaction I had with a disaster survivor. I was in Mississippi, sitting on the porch of a home with a young boy, and his whole family was inside the home, sorting through the damage caused by a tornado. It's during these times, after families experience immense loss and may not know where to turn, that FEMA and the entire federal government has such a strong and impactful role to play. At FEMA, I'm part of a new team helping us rethink how we work with disaster survivors. It's been so helpful to have a CX community across the federal government, and especially at the OMB, GSA, and VA. Being able to rely on the support of those teams is really instrumental as the team at FEMA seeks to expand and grow our CX mindset and toolkit. Thank you so much for everyone here today.
Hello, my name is Fashawn Citizen, and I'm the Chief of the Digital Services Division at U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS. Our customers are people from all around the world who are seeking immigration benefits, as well as the organizations that support them. My colleagues and I are truly honored to receive the Service to the Citizen Award for the automation of our H-1B registration process. Annually, this process supports thousands of employers who are seeking to bring educated foreign professionals to the United States. For our team, a proud moment is when we reflect on the amazing feedback that we receive from our customers who rate the system a 4.87 out of 5, which is amazing. So in closing, it is exciting to be a part of a truly transformational program, and USCIS is committed to keeping the momentum going. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Vicki French, the Transportation Security Administration. I'm the Customer Service Branch Manager, which falls within the Office of Civil Rights, Liberties, Ombudsman, and Traveler Engagement. My team and I are so happy and proud to have been awarded the Service to the Citizen Champion of Change. This year, we're most proud of our work with the Customer Experience and Employee Engagement Map that we put together in partnership with OMB and GSA. This map, for the first time, combines information from the TSA Contact Center and the annual Federal Employee Viewpoint Survey Employee Engagement Index. This allowed us to map the employee engagement and customer experience scores in one place. We use this information to highlight top performers and share best practices and identify airports that needed some additional customer experience training. The employee experience and customer experience are at the heart of everything that the customer service branch does. We are so thankful for being included in this year's award.
Greetings, I'm Dan Irwin, the Severe Global Program Manager at the NASA Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama. I am truly humbled to receive the Service to the Citizen Award on behalf of NASA and our partners at the U.S. Agency for International Development and Severe hubs around the world. Severe is a joint NASA-USAID initiative where we partner with over 50 countries in Asia, Africa, and the Americas to use satellite data and geospatial technology to address critical challenges in climate change, food security, water, disasters, land use, and air quality. And through Severe, we often say we're connecting space to village. So what makes me most proud is when I hear stories from the field of how satellite data helped improve a flood forecast, reduce the risk of a disaster, or help countries better map their resources from space.
Thank you so much for this recognition of ODEP's work in this critical time. I really do think that any good policy office must not just react to crises, but gear up to meet future needs and opportunities. As you might expect, the COVID pandemic has disproportionately affected people with disabilities, including those from underrepresented groups. We are helping to create new pathways for people with disabilities into well-paying careers in areas such as technology, finance, and clean energy jobs. We're working to help technology developers and businesses design their remote workplaces so they're usable by all workers, including those with disabilities. Most importantly, we can't do it alone, and we value our partnerships with organizations and businesses to ensure a stronger economy and more inclusive future. We share this award with them. Thank you so much.
I'm not sure how to start off and quiet this crowd up. Welcome back. I think this crowd is starved for attention here from each other or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed the videos and enjoyed each other's company. We do have one more set of videos later on. And so if you missed them by chance, you can see it online later. So thank you to everybody who took time to do it, and you can catch them later. So now we're going to recognize for our next award, there are early adopters and trailblazers that have helped to bring focus to the importance of improving customer service or government services and how important it is to the country, to government employees, and to citizens. Our trailblazer, Rachel Flagg, who you saw on the screen, is being recognized for her leadership and dedication at improving the experience customers have when interacting with the U.S. government. She's truly an unsung hero. From her early days of working with the Federal Web Council to creating howto.gov and digitalgov.gov, later changed to digital.gov, to supporting the customer service and the customer experience cross-agency goals. and the implementation of the 21st Century Integrated Digital Experience Act. I really could go on, but a little side note was how I got into customer experience was Rachel actually worked in my office at GSA and howto.gov, and the tagline was helping governments improve customer experience. And I was like, what is customer experience? What's the difference between customer experience and customer service? What's the difference between user experience and customer experience? We still answer those questions today, but that is where I took the first bite of customer experience and haven't looked back since then, because when I started digging into it and realizing how all-encompassing it was, I couldn't go back. So it is my pleasure to recognize Rachel Flagg, who is joining us virtually from Washington State, and you saw her in the videos. We're not going to try piping her in, but I would like to give her a great round of applause and thank her for the work that she's done over several decades. We also found that it's important to really recognize and nurture the next generation of public servants. This was an idea from my son-in-law, actually, who is our graphic designer and did your programs. So it's a little family affair here. But this year in 2021, we created it as a new award to highlight the hard work and dedication of those rising in their careers to support the public. This year, we're recognizing Kelly Connor. Kelly is being recognized for her extraordinary service as a public affairs specialist at the Federal Bureau of Investigation in the Department of Justice. Kelly is the force behind FBI's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram accounts. As the FBI's primary social media manager, Kelly handles day-to-day social media content, crisis communications, and ad hoc requests from the Bureau's headquarters, divisions, and 56 field offices. Please give Kelly a warm welcome and a congratulations.
I feel like I'm at the Emmy Awards. I'd just like to take a moment to thank Service of the Citizen for hosting this lovely ceremony, and to thank my teammates who nominated me. When I first started working at the FBI, I knew I wanted to serve the public, but I didn't know how my communication skills fit into the FBI's mission. But from my first day, my coworkers guided me. They taught me about the FBI's work, they looped me into their projects, and they answered every question I had about our agency's alphabet soup. They still do. As the FBI's social media manager, I have the honor of serving the American people and all of the public servants across the FBI's headquarters and field divisions. Sometimes I'm a content creator, sometimes I'm a crisis communicator, sometimes I'm a technical support specialist, but no matter the day, no matter the mission, I have the honor of helping some of the kindest people I know keep the public safe. So to all my partners in justice, thank you for helping me learn and lead. I know I'm the public servant I am today because I serve alongside you. Thank you.
That was a great speech. I loved it. And from an office that did a lot of social media in the past, it's not an easy job. So thank you for your service to all of us. It's also important to highlight here that delivering government services requires all hands on deck. It's not the IT community. It's not just the chief customer officers and the IT teams and the CIOs and the CTOs, the CISOs, the CDOs, the CAOs, and any other C that we've got going, the program managers, the HISPs, and the communications teams. And that's one of the things that we try to do, is make sure that we are expanding the knowledge and understanding of what it really takes to serve customers and deliver government services. So it's all of us working together, which is why it's a disruptor, because it gets everybody working together when they haven't actually done it a lot in the past. So I hope these awards have actually demonstrated that a little bit. But we're going to hear some more amazing stories. So I guess you have another chance to catch up. And it's a lot of there's some really good videos here that I want you to listen to at the VA, IRS, state and local governments, and some industry awards on the second half of our Voices of the Winners. But enjoy.
Hi, my name is Ken Corbin. I work for the Internal Revenue Service in the Department of Treasury. And the program that I helped this year is the Economic Impact Payments. One of the proud moments in serving our customers was playing a role in ensuring the financial stability of households throughout our country during the pandemic, making sure that families were able to provide food, utilities, and pay rent for those who they love. Our customers were pretty much everyone, both taxpayers and non-taxpayers, to make sure that we had that opportunity to not only get out one round of economic impact payments, but 2 rounds of economic impact payments. One of my proudest moments was looking throughout social media and seeing the joy of the families who were receiving those payments and what they were going to do with them.
I'm Nancy Seeger, the Chief Information Officer at the Internal Revenue Service. Last year, we faced unprecedented challenges, and so did our customers. At the Internal Revenue Service, our customers are more than 150 million taxpayers, and internally, more than 75,000 employees. As I look back over the past year, I am most proud at how we were able to quickly mobilize in response to the pandemic. Within days of Congress passing the CARES Act, we enabled millions of economic impact payments to be delivered to Americans. I'm also proud at how quickly we became a telework environment. This ultimately enabled our employees to remain safe while continuing to keep the Internal Revenue Service running. Now indeed is a great time to work in government, and I am honored to receive the 2021 Service to the Citizens Award. On behalf of the IRS technology team, thank you.
Hey, I'm Susie Greer, and I have the distinct honor of leading the team that delivered the economic impact payments. And you asked what made me most proud. So I'm going to tell a story and try to hopefully let you know what it felt like. So picture it, it's noon on a Thursday in the middle of peak filing season with millions of refunds to process. And suddenly you get the call, the president has signed the bill. It is go time to process that first wave of the third stimulus payments. My team jumps into action to put the last touches on the code that they frankly have been working on for weeks, with every twist and turn of the hundreds of pages of the bill and the changes. Ken McLaurin, Jason Mayhew, Dean Russ, Myrna Cruz, and our IRS business partners, Virginia Busney, Camille Privet, Denise Garabata. This whole team has readied the code. Then we have Mame Mboji, Ben Chi, and Jeff Saffin, who did the eligibility of it, and they ran that file so that we could process what is the file of who is eligible in that first pass and the payment amounts. And they did it within hours of that call. Our fearless leadership was standing by, our CIO, Nancy Seeger, my bosses, Craig Drake and Linda Gilpin, beating back any attempts at any last-minute changes. Debbie Trumbull and Lee Ramooney then start directing the 24-hour command center so that we can get the code into production and start processing. So once we're in and we start processing, we have our IT mainframe operations folks, and we're all in this command center, and they're working side by side with the notables I mentioned from the team, of a team of hundreds. And for hours, we're processing through hundreds of passes and hundreds of millions of taxpayers' accounts. Darren Brown, Lori Copenhaver, IBM partners are giving those mainframes all they've got. They're killing other jobs that could compete for resources and slow us down for 1 second. And I don't think you've lived until you've spent 12 hours all through the night with a team of people like that and into the early morning hours. And all you're hearing is sort of the clock ticking and the team watching each job finish. All you're hearing are sort of the clicks of the keyboard and the occasional commentary from the computer operators, Kevin Michael, Ron Dula, Chris Caldwell, of the master file team, and they're keeping those jobs from bending and halting, and which could happen at any minute and have to start over. Finally, it's 6:06 a.m. on Friday morning, and we get those magic words. We're done processing. We're in balance. So then the baton's handed to the IRS and the Bureau of Fiscal Services, and they're going to have to certify every one of those 95 million payments, of which 90 million are stimulus payments. The rest, refunds, other things. They did it in 3 hours. Rick Ryan, Sheila Dillard of the IRS, Denise Katare, Susan Robinson of BFS. But you asked me what I remember most. And the rest of Friday is kind of a blur for me. I jumped in a car, slept all the way to New Jersey. I was taking my daughter to see a friend from college that she hadn't seen in a year due to the pandemic. And Stephen had to drop out of college and was working 3 jobs trying to save enough money to enroll in Hunter College and continue his quest to become a teacher. So Saturday morning, as we met up for breakfast at the diner, he thanked me for my work. As the first few weeks, he'd had his first refund as an adult, his first return. And he spoke of how while it helped, frankly, he was still struggling to pay the rent, food, pay for college. So, I asked him, did you file electronically? He said, yes, I did. I said, I'm hearing that these may be already hitting bank accounts. BFS is wonderful. And I said, you surely qualified for the stimulus. Why don't we check your bank account? He got out his phone, and yes, it was there, that $1,400. And as I looked at the tears in his eyes, that is when I realized what a momentous thing we had accomplished. And yeah, I was proud. And it's a moment I'll probably never forget. So thank you for this award. Obviously, it's for the whole team I mentioned. And thanks again.
When I think about the opportunity I've had to lead the initiative to end diabetic limb loss in partnership with Podometrics, I'm incredibly humbled by the level of impact we've been able to have and the level of impact we see in the future as we scale further. When you think about the patient population in the VA that could benefit from remote temperature monitoring, that number is 52,000. 52,000 patients with diabetic foot ulcers that we treat every year. It's a $3.2 billion problem and a devastating problem for the veterans who experience ulcers and limb loss. This is the kind of opportunity that draws people to medicine. This is the kind of opportunity that drew me to the VA 10 years ago. And to be able to lead an initiative like this in partnership with industry and address VA challenges and veteran challenges in these new ways is incredibly exciting and humbling.
Hi, my name is Jim Hennis. While serving as the assistant to IRS's Customer Account Services Director, I was privileged to lead efforts to rapidly establish and implement a new toll-free telephone line with vendor-supplied agents. With over 31 years of public service, this achievement was one of the most rewarding of my career. The agent supported the IRS in assisting customers with questions about their economic impact payments. The contract was written and awarded in just a matter of days. This support was especially critical since IRS customer-facing operations were offline for over 30 days due to the effects of the pandemic. Many Americans were in critical need of these payments. To date, 20 million customers were serviced by way of this toll-free telephone line. Almost 500 million payments were issued, totaling over $830 billion. I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of the dedicated employees who work nights and weekends to make this a success, as well as the customer service team who provided service to millions of customers. I'd also like to thank the Service to the Citizen organization for providing an opportunity to highlight the wonderful service that's done to support the American public. Thank you.
Taxpayer digital communications started as a pilot program. The idea was to give taxpayers the same digital communication tools that they're used to in the private sector with the IRS. Then the pandemic happened, and it fundamentally disrupted our ability to communicate with taxpayers. Having channels like secure messaging and chat allowed us to reestablish those lines of communication. The response from taxpayers has been overwhelmingly positive, and thanks to efforts across the service, the digital communications program continues to expand both in its breadth and scope. Just this June, the IRS serviced its 1 millionth chat with a taxpayer. We know we have a long way to go, but we're immensely proud of how far we've come. And we are very happy to be part of the 2021 Service to the Citizen Award. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Secure Access Virtual Assistant was created to provide support to people who ran into difficulty with verifying their identity to access our online services. With COVID-19 creating workforce challenges, it was important to identify ways to increase usage of our self-service online tools. With just 4 months from proposal to launch, the IRS deployed a taxpayer-facing virtual assistant, and since the launch in November 2020, it has provided help to close to 500,000 taxpayers who experienced difficulty during the identity verification registration process. This success led to fewer phone calls and higher satisfaction scores from the taxpayers. We're really proud to have delivered this solution that helped more taxpayers interact with the IRS digitally, and we're happy to be a part of the 2021 Service to the Citizen Award. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Randy Rittman. I work at the IRS. I lead the coordination and integration of the IT organization in readiness for our filing season. I would like to thank you for this recognition. I feel greatly honored. And what I'm most proud of is over the last 16 months, how the world has changed and the nation has changed, the IRS has changed too, and we have really stepped up to help the citizens of our country. And I could not be more proud of the work we've done and my colleagues who have set things aside to help the citizens. Thank you.
On behalf of the Department of Veterans Affairs and the Office of Connected Care, we would like to thank Service to the Citizen for recognizing our telehealth coordinators as recipients of your prestigious award. In response to COVID-19, VA's dedicated team of telehealth coordinators moved quickly to pivot operations, allowing VA to deliver millions of telehealth visits in the home, monitor vulnerable veterans in between visits, fortify our ICUs, and so much more. They ensured thousands of clinicians and veterans got the training, equipment, and guidance they needed. They went above and beyond, working tirelessly and brilliantly to maintain services for veterans. Their efforts have not gone unnoticed. Their advocacy, innovativeness, excellence, resilience, and most of all, their dedicated to the mission is what is being recognized today. I'm therefore proud to introduce Rebecca Delgado, Program Nurse Manager and Facility Telehealth Coordinator, who will accept this award on behalf of the entire telehealth coordinator community. Rebecca?
Thank you, Dr. Galpin. We are proud to continue supporting VA mission. I am happy to accept this award on behalf of telehealth coordinators. Thank you to the selection committee for their recognition. It has been a pleasure and honor providing care to our veterans. Thanks.
This is Dr. Thomas Osborne from the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs. I'm the director for the VA National Center for Collaborative Healthcare Innovation. Our customers are our veterans, as well as the mission-driven employees who care for them. And it is a privilege to be leading an amazing team that is solving healthcare challenges for those who have defended our country, as well as the freedoms of others around the world, some of which they have never met. Our best days are when we see the positive, objective results of our efforts, as well as the excitement from staff that are empowered by the new tools that we provided. On behalf of our entire team and all of our collaborators, we'd like to thank you for this amazing recognition and award.
Hi, my name is Sally Dang, and I'm an optometrist at the VA Long Beach Healthcare System in Southern California. Long Beach is committed to offering the best care and patient experience for the 50,000 veterans we serve. In doing so, we're continuously looking for ways to improve our internal processes while supporting the Veterans Health Administration's iCare values, which stands for integrity, compassion, advocacy, respect, and excellence. So often I hear veterans express that they do not understand their medical conditions or know where to go next or what the different specialties mean or why they even need to go there. And many times their family or caregivers are unable to accompany them to their appointments, so the information about their health gets lost in translation or not communicated at all. My clinical background is helping patients with visual impairments and challenges that range from having poor vision, loss of vision, many totally blind, to those who have experienced traumatic brain injury-related vision loss. In this clinical setting, I tend to look for ways that I can be a resource to improve each person's quality of life. With this career goal, I saw an opportunity to create something new, fresh, and unique while I was part on a national VHA innovations team. This opportunity allowed me to do something hospital-wide, and it became a reality when the Virtual Patient Education Library contract was awarded at VA Long Beach in 2020. I share this vision with so many other staff and clinicians to provide a better, more consistent approach to deliver high-quality, standardized health education and be part of our patients' healthcare journey. The timing of this project being awarded was perfect, as face-to-face appointments were being converted to virtual ones during the pandemic. This helped accelerate the project to come full force. I'm honored to be recognized for this award. Thank you to the VA Long Beach Executive Leadership Team for their continuous support, and with their trust, we were able to bring this concept and VIP experience to fruition. Thank you.
Really what 3D printing is about is enabling staff to imagine new things and create them. And so we're starting to ask, beyond just visualization, how can we use it? Can we use it to train new physicians? Can we use it to find the right size heart valve so that it fits perfectly in a patient? Or could we even use it, say, to create new organs or tissues? And that's something that we're actually working on now, is figuring out how to create living bone. Fab is what we affectionately call her. It's a bioassembly bot. It's a printer that can print anything that can come through a syringe. And that means cells or collagen, patient's own cells.
We essentially take the basic components of bone, ground down into a powder. We reconstitute it with other elements to really create almost like a bone paste. Our vision, and this is one that really Beth Ripley in the VA is helping us start to realize, that we can create what we call a biofactory, such that the hospital staff, the surgeons, the clinicians, the experts, the end users will be able to control that whole process.
I think one of the most important things that we're doing within VA with 3D printing is building the infrastructure, the vision, and the future so that veterans across the country, all 9 million veterans that we serve and beyond, can have customized, individualized, meaningful personal care. That's what it's about, enabling veterans, making them feel whole again, and really changing their lives for the better.
Hi, my name is Kirsten Gullickson, and I work for the Office of the Clerk in the U.S. House of Representatives. It's an honor to receive this award today. Thank you. I'm part of a team of over 200 nonpartisan employees whose job it is to support legislative functions of the U.S. House. We are the people who record the contents of the congressional record, send House data over to congress.gov, and prepare House bills and resolutions for publication, just to name a few. Our customers are the members of Congress, their staff, other legislative branch agencies, and the public. I'm an analyst, project manager, and supervisor in our Legislative Computer Systems Division. We oversee several IT programs and applications that are used by others to do their job. We also make congressional information available to the public. So if you, me, your family, friends, or your neighbors want to participate in the legislative process, you can see what Congress is doing and reach out to your member of Congress. My proudest moments in customer service is when we can equip others to do their jobs, whether that is building quality software solutions, explaining the legislative process or House rule, or providing reassurance to someone during a help call, or one of our biggest projects, trying to build tools that will help us all understand proposed legislation in an easy way. It's an honor to be a federal employee and serve our country this way. Again, thank you for this award.
Hi, I am Stephanie Davis, Deputy Chief Information Officer for the Office of the State Superintendent of Education. Our goal is focused on ensuring that students and families are best served within the education landscape. Although we do not directly interact with students and families, our work in the data and technology space facilitates the tools and systems that our local education agencies use to provide excellent service. I am incredibly honored to receive this award, but would be remiss without celebrating my team. All credit and accolade go to Carl Kobach, Kashir Bachelor, Wei Zhang, Naveen Kusla, and Shanae Akmalan, along with the entire division for digging in and making things happen with little to no runway. Their efforts cannot go unrecognized. One key project for which I am most proud is the work done to operationalize the pandemic electronic benefits transfer. Our team developed the process and application to transmit data to the DC Department of Human Services, which ensured that tens of thousands of families would have the ability to purchase food and meals to help feed students who normally would have gotten their meals at their schools. This was critically important to our community because many times the only meal a student may receive are the ones that they are provided with at the local school. It is often said that data powers everything we do, and when used for good, it can produce great things.
Hello, my name is Ivan Sumter, and I want to thank the 2021 Service to the Citizens Award Committee for this prestigious award. Also want to thank our executive leadership team at the Georgia Technology Authority, as well as the Office of Data Sales, Gina Brunson, Anoop Deb, Ashley Wolf, Nicole Miles, and DeQuanda Sanders. Thank you for all of your hard work in making this possible. Also, I'd be remiss if I did not recognize our application development team, led by Chuck Robinson and his great team, as well as those at the Office of Vital Records who actually fulfilled these orders of birth and death certificates for us. You know, when I think about our service, one instance that really comes to mind is when there was a constituent who was looking to get into the military, needed their birth certificate, and they were going from building to building, searching on how to obtain that birth certificate during the times of the pandemic. And once we informed them that they could order the certificate online and receive it via mail, they were so relieved. It was a load that was just lifted off of them. And I believe that's what we're really trying to do, trying to bring services to our citizens. So thank you again for this award. Have a great evening.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Becerra. I serve the public as the Chief of the Communications and Project Management Division for Los Angeles County Department of Public Social Services. I've had over 30 years with the county, and I've had many proud moments. But I never imagined that redesigning and launching a new website was going to be such a proud moment for me. One comment that I received from a customer was a single mother who recently lost her job. And yet she took the time to say, thank you, DPSS, for helping me during this pandemic. At that moment, I realized the power of information. I realized our website would transform lives and lift residents out of poverty. It was more than a website. It was a place for people to find hope and help. And at that moment, I felt a sense of pride. Again, thank you for this recognition. On behalf of the Los Angeles County Department of Social Services, we will continue to inspire hope by creating a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Well, greetings from the great state of Maryland. I'm John Wilbur Smith, the Maryland Secretary of State, and I want to thank Service to the Citizen for this award for my people today. Our fleet folks over the pandemic have done an incredible amount of work, servicing 40,000 apostilles and certifications overseas countries. We served our 90,000 notaries in the state of Maryland and 17,000 charities that have to register with us. And on the international front with our sister states, we signed 2 agreements renewing sister state relationships with France and with China, our oldest one, 50th anniversary of that oldest work. And all of this was done with a 99+% customer satisfaction across our whole organization. So we thank so much our individuals for all the work that they're doing.
During the recent pandemic, we took advantage of the break in public offense to completely overhaul our special events permit process. We did this because the existing process involved multiple siloed divisions, overlapping non-transparent methods, paper applications, in-person payments. This all wasted time and energy for city staff and event planners. We used existing technology and user testing to improve the outdated process, and the results were great. Digital applications and payments were now available for customers. Our digital processes were very transparent. There was a prompt or approval or rejection of their permit, and customers received their permit immediately. All of this has saved time and effort for both the customer and the event planner. Special events permits now receive the highest marks of all services reviewed in our customer satisfaction surveys. More than 90% of respondents say the service is good or excellent.
I'm proud that we made engaging and collaborating with our residents an intrinsic part of our digital transformation. We developed a digital service academy that put city employees face-to-face with their customers as they created digital services. We created plain language standards that make our services more accessible. Building with our residents, not for them, has become a reflexive part of how we work.
Over the past 3 years, we've worked on establishing our customer experience program to measure trust in the city and satisfaction in our services. It's helped us close the loop with residents and identify shortfalls in our services. The data from this program has helped empower service owners with insights that influence their operations and center their processes around the customer. So by the time the pandemic forced us to emphasize our online services, we were already equipped to measure any changes in satisfaction and trust over time.
So our commitment to service center design and our cultural shift to agile methodology really prepared us for our COVID response. We did a lot of rapid prototyping and shipping bi-weekly, and that gave us a strong foundation for the sweeping changes that were needed to provide services remotely. We spun up a new intranet to inform and empower employees, which really impacts their level of service and commitment to residents. We had a suite of tools that we had been standardizing, so we were ready with prepared solutions for things like electronic signatures, forms, payment portals, and so on. And these changes in response to COVID, they really won't be retired because they support our 24/7 digital hall strategy of having accessible services, available services, and services that overall have been proven to improve customer satisfaction.
Hello everyone. This is Ajay Goel, Engineering Manager at Everbridge. I've been with Everbridge for almost over 4 years now. But instead of telling what we do here at Everbridge, I'm going to tell you a very small, quick story. When I joined Everbridge, I had brought in my daughter to work, and she was 9.5 years old that time. And as we were coming into the work, walking through the hallway, we were crossing the global operational system where we have this huge monitor where we track what's happening around the world, any bad events happening. And then she looked at the screen and looked at me in disbelief and said, "Daddy, you guys are tracking Hurricane Irma?" And I nodded and said, "Yes, that's what we do. We save people's lives and help businesses running faster." But that moment when I saw that spark in her eyes, I knew that I was in the right place. I was in the place where we make a difference in people's lives every day. And then when COVID happened, we came up with a solution for return to work using contact tracing. And I actually had my daughter use our Everbridge app to really experience what somebody would experience when they were reporting that they had COVID symptoms. And anybody who was in contact with her during that time, before and after, or they were even in that location, they would also get notified to get tested and things like that. So that was pretty neat. And then when we came up with vaccine distribution, when the vaccine came into US, people were scrambling to find where to go vaccinated and where to find the time slot. So we came up with a solution where the counties and the states would notify people as soon as the vaccine became available. And that way, people knew where to go and when to go for their first dose and second dose. So pretty proud of what we have done at Everbridge here and what I have been able to accomplish here, making impact in people's lives and really making a difference. So definitely very, very proud of Everbridge and our work.
Hello, my name is Bart Riss, and I work as a Director of Business Solutions for Everbridge. Everbridge caters to both the public and private sector with a critical event management platform with the mission of keeping people safe and businesses running. Through our multimodal communication platform, I'm most proud of what as a team we were able to accomplish by adjusting our solutions accordingly to cater to modern day problems. On the private side, we were able to build in automated communications that assisted organizations with bringing employees back into the office safely. And on the public sector side, worked with state and local governments to roll out vaccine distribution solutions that really catered to vulnerable populations that needed vaccines in early days of the rollout, simply by responding to an SMS or an email and get scheduled. On behalf of all of Everbridge, I would like to thank you for the honored recognition of this award, as there's a lot of folks and teams on the back end that all made this possible. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Brian Toolin, Senior Director of Government Strategy at Everbridge. Everbridge is very honored to receive the Service to the Citizens Award. At Everbridge, our world-class critical event management solutions are used 24/7 by some of the largest government agencies across the world, with the mission of protecting citizens from everyday emergencies. Whether you're in California or Oregon and receiving life safety information on wildfires, or Florida and the many East Coast locations being evacuated due to an incoming hurricane, to Peru, Australia, Norway, the UK, or other international locations, Everbridge's critical event management and critical communication services are helping to keep citizens safe. We are very fortunate to be able to play such a big role in addressing the communication, distribution, and scheduling problems identified very early with vaccine management and distribution. Our teams jumped into action quickly to help provide a solution that benefited so many citizens in becoming vaccinated and helping in the fight to eradicate this prolonged virus. But even more, we salute you, all of the receiving award winners today, in your dedication and commitment to serving citizens on a daily basis. Thank you very much.
Thank you for honoring me and my team at Maximus Federal Health for our efforts in providing vital assistance to people across the United States over the past year and a half. This has been a challenging time for everyone, and we are proud to partner with the government to provide critical assistance to the public to help keep their families safe and healthy. Partnering with our clients to deliver this vital information to the public assists individuals in making important and informed decisions about themselves and their families. I want to give a special thank you to the entire Maximus Public Health team, who without all of their efforts, the Service to the Citizen Award would not have been possible. And just a little detail on the accomplishments of the public health team. In March 2021, we were asked to set up a multi-thousand person vaccine hotline by the end of April 2021. This effort involved working with CDC, HHS, and the White House. Through significant efforts, we stood up the vaccine hotline on time. And through this program and many similar programs, we have assisted millions of Americans. Thank you again for this significant award.
Hello, my name is Chris Deaton, former president and CEO of Centure LLC, based in London, Kentucky. Centure provides a host of contact center services for federal government agencies, including Federal Motor Carrier, GSA, Department of Education, Department of Agriculture, and a host of others. It's really impossible for me to go back and pinpoint one particular project that I enjoyed working with or working on the most. They were all rewarding, very appreciative of all of the Centure expertise, all of the Centure personnel that have worked so very hard over the years, working with government to create a customer experience that was absolutely second to none. I think we accomplished that job and are continuing to work daily to make that customer experience just as good as it possibly can be. Thank you to Martha and her entire crew for putting on this program. I'm very honored and humbled to have been nominated and selected for an award this year. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work, team. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back. Well, last but not least, our next award is for the Lifetime Achievement Award. Our Lifetime Achievement Award winner is being recognized for 40 years of dedicated leadership, serving public sector customers. He's a champion of change with a passion for citizen services. During his most recent time at Maximus, Tom used his unique ability to build strong bridges between government and industry as they've supported some of the country's most challenging agencies and services. Of course, I'm talking about Tom Romeo. During the last year, due to COVID-19, Tom's leadership was strong, steadfast, and had life-changing impact on the services delivered to citizens. His teams were responding to citizens and healthcare teams with urgent calls and questions at the Centers for Disease Control, delivering COVID test results at the HHS Test Results Center, supporting the Internal Revenue's Customer Care Centers, supporting the missions of the Center for Medicare and Medicaid's Citizen Health Insurance Mission, helping students and families with the status of their federal student loans, and helping state governments with unemployment inquiries. This mission was on the front burner for Tom. Throughout his career, he strived to partner with agencies delivering outstanding services to their customers. Please join me in congratulating Tom Romeo as our Lifetime Achievement Award winner.
All right. Well, I have to start by thanking Martha and the Service to Citizen organization for this award. I'm very humbled by it. I have to say, when they first told me I was nominated and when I won the award, my first thought was, wow, this is really something. My second thought was, wow, I'm really old. 40 years, hard to believe that it's gone by as quickly as it has. But I've been blessed with a really long and rewarding career. I had 25 years at IBM and a short stint at Accenture. It's a long story, but I do love Accenture still. It's a great company. Before I joined Maximus 10 years ago. In those first part of my career, a lot of the work was focused on IT systems and citizen support through systems. But the last 10 at Maximus has been directly interfacing with citizens and customers to help them get the services that they needed. And, you know, you've seen maybe in Tom's comments or my earlier comments, but some of the services we provide are, you know, helping people get Medicare benefits, helping students with their student loans, helping veterans get the care they need, helping people find COVID locations where they could get vaccines. If you can't get excited about that, I don't know what you can get excited about. So yeah, where's your pulse? That's right. So, you know, it's been just a phenomenal 10 years at Maximus. Some of those projects have required just amazing efforts in nearly impossible timeframes. So we had, when COVID first broke out, we had 5,000 agents working on site that we had to move home in less than a week. We hired thousands of agents in another project and had to have them up for CDC in 2 weeks. We hired over 1,000 agents and had to get clearance to do work for FEMA for hurricane relief. And I tell you, in every case, obviously, the work is critical, but I'm so proud to be part of a company that could turn that around in those kind of time frames and stand up the work. I also want to take a minute and talk about our industry as a whole. I actually started my career in the commercial sector, came over to federal many years ago. But you know, one of the unique things with the federal market is that you partner with your competitors. And that was very unique to me coming from commercial. But that partnership and collaboration has let me get to know some of my competitors and really develop a respect for the industry that we serve and the passion of both the industry people and the government people to the mission that has to be served. And the scale and the complexity of the projects, the FAR, the budget process, the OMB and GAO oversight, it makes it a really complex environment to do business in. So that dedication from the leadership and the partnerships that are formed is the only way that we get things done in the government. So, my respect goes out to everyone in this room for that kind of dedication. I'm really proud of the agencies that we were able to serve at Maximus and the projects that we delivered and the passion that we used to deliver them. But as my career progressed, my success was more and more dependent on the people around me. And there are so many people to thank that there's no way that I could cover them all today. But there are a few that I really feel like I have to call out. So first of all, my lovely wife, Kathy, who's here with me today. She's been there to listen to 40 years worth of trials and tribulations and advised me throughout my career, and I wouldn't be here without her. Second, Bruce Caswell is the CEO of Maximus, and he had the faith to hire me, but more than anything, give me the freedom to do what I thought I needed to do to grow Maximus Federal. And we had a great run in 10 years. Tom Naughton and Lisa Veith were both here when I joined Maximus 10 years ago. Together, we dreamed some big dreams when we started, and many of those dreams came true. And, I think I couldn't have done it without them by my side. They've been great partners. When those dreams came through and we needed someone to implement an infrastructure in a week, Raj Paramaswaran stood up and took on that challenge. And I still can't believe he did some of it, but he managed to do it every time, and we stood up and what the government needed. So there are many, many others that I should thank. I had the honor to work with some great people, and without them, I wouldn't be receiving this award. So thank you all again. Thank you, Martha, and congratulations to all the other winners today.
Well, as we come to a close, I guess I would be remiss if I didn't say, I'd like to see Tom hand that to Kathy, because if you're the one that's been at home listening for 40 years, you're the one we should give the award to. As I was saying, we're coming to the end of the 4th Service to the Citizen Awards. I hope you guys will plan on coming back next year. Hopefully it'll be, I don't know, we may even have to go to a bigger room or something if we can get everybody to coming next year. But we salute all of our public servants, especially the commitment and dedication of the winners this year. From me, our selection committee, the people attending today, and our sponsors, thank you for your service. Thank you to everyone who took time out of their day to celebrate these accomplishments, both in person and online. And I'd like to just give all the winners another round of applause. It's also a very special thank you to our volunteers. As I told you, we're like a 2-person company, and so pulling this off, it doesn't come easily and by ourselves. So we have a group of volunteers that were here early this morning, setting everything up and helping us out. So thank you to our volunteers, and a big round of applause. And I would be remiss if I didn't recognize my partner, Alex Yerkes, who happens to be my daughter, which I'm not supposed to really say, but I do anyway. You know, we're like I said, we're small, and we're really honored to be able to create special moments in the lives of the government, CX, and IT community. Without our volunteers, without Alex, without all of you, it wouldn't be possible. So it's as I've mentioned before, it's really my honor to be able to do this. And I definitely, it's been a year we won't forget. It really demonstrates the importance of agility. What we always say to the government: agility, resilience, flexibility. When Tom was talking, I was thinking about it really is a partnership between government and industry. Government can't do it alone. Industry can't do it alone. And so creating those partnerships, those trusted relationships and partnerships together really are what make this community really special. So for the 2022 Service to the Citizen Awards, start thinking about who you might like to nominate. Nomination forms will be up in a couple months. Winners can pick up their trophies at the back of the room. If you're part of a team, there's one dedicated trophy and certificates for others who attended in person. All other trophies are going to be mailed, and certificates will be emailed to those attending virtually. And it's because of you and the others in government that we're able to provide updates to the public on the status of their passports, provide critical information about COVID-19 and vaccinations, provide healthcare information and telehealth to our veterans, provide a safe and healthy travel experience, and meet other needs of disaster survivors, among thousands of other missions and high-impact services that the government delivers to all of our citizens and the entire public. So please pick up a special Service to the Citizen cookie as you leave. And from our sponsors, here's a special thank you.
Right before her birthday is on Saturday. So I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and if everyone could sing, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Martha, happy birthday to you.
So who thought of that? Anyway, thank you so much. 49 couple times. So thank you. Enjoy. Have a cookie. Grab a trophy. And we got time to chat and mingle and enjoy each other's company. So thank you again for coming. Mm-hmm.
Maximus is honored to once again be the platinum sponsor for the 2021 Service to Citizen Awards. Congratulations to all the award winners who demonstrate excellence in the delivery of services that impact the public's lives.
And thank you, Martha Doris, and the entire team that worked tirelessly to recognize these champions of change.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Michael Bryant with Accenture. We are so pleased to have the opportunity to once again sponsor the Service to the Citizen Awards. Congratulations to all of the winners. During the pandemic, government and industry have come together in ways that many could have never imagined previously. The CX community was there. You were there, ready to support those in need. Not all of you are award winners this year, but all of you are heroes in the meaningful work you do every day. Our nation and our world are better because you are here. Once again, on behalf of Accenture, congratulations to all of the winners, and God bless.
Hello, my name is Dee Jenkins, and I run the Federal Health and Technology Practice for Capgemini Government Solutions. On behalf of our organization, I'd like to personally thank the 2021 Service to the Citizens Award winners. Capgemini is honored to be a sponsor of the ceremony, recognizing trailblazers who support vital initiatives to improve services that the government provides. It's been amazing what you've been able to accomplish over this last year. Congratulations again, and thank you for your service.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the entire team at Qualtrics, I want to congratulate the City of Orlando and all of the public servants that are being honored today for your service. As public servants, you've inspired each of us during the pandemic. You're the unsung heroes who have worked tirelessly over over the past year and a half, and you've been delivering life-saving medical care to our nation's veterans and sharing evidence-based guidance to respond to the pandemic, keeping people housed during the economic recession and providing critical assistance to residents and building strong cultures of service among city employees. By putting people at the center of your efforts, you were able to improve the trust between government and your community. And you never stopped. You never let adversity get in your way. Our team is proud to serve alongside you to constantly improve the citizen experience so that cities, counties, and communities can continue to safely recover and thrive. We're proud of the City of Orlando for integrating citizen and employee experience and making experience management a critical building block of your continued success. So again, on behalf of all of us at Qualtrics, thank you. And congratulations for meeting the needs of your community against all odds.
Hi, my name is Amanda Chavez, and I am the Director of Customer Experience at New Access Innovations. And on behalf of the entire New Access family, I wanted to extend a heartfelt congratulations to all of you who are Service to the Citizens Awards recipients. That is no small thing, and neither is the contribution that you make to serving citizens every single day. On behalf of everyone at New Access, sincere congratulations.
Hi, I'm Jessica Powell, a Managing Director with Accenture Federal Services. On behalf of Accenture, I'd like to thank all of the 2021 Service to the Citizen Award winners. Thank you so much for your dedication and commitment to the American people.
Hi everyone, I'm Rasha Nahas, and on behalf of Accenture Federal Services, I wanted to congratulate the amazing Service to the Citizen Award 2021 winners. Thank you all so much for everything you do to impact our lives in meaningful ways and for improving government services. And a special shout out to Stephen Buckner and the 2020 Census team for an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations again, and thank you for your service.
Hello from the leaders of Wheelhouse Group. We want to offer a heartfelt congratulations to all the change leaders who are gathered here today to celebrate the Service to the Citizen Award. Change is all about people, as we know, not so much about technology and processes. And at its heart, change is about how all of you have captured the hearts and minds of your teams and your customers.
The work you have done this year in the most trying of circumstances is a testament to the importance of public service, whether you work in public or private sectors. We are honored to support you.
We want to offer a special congratulations to Jennifer Sheehy. She is a true change leader with an unwavering commitment. She is making a difference in increasing the employment of people with disabilities who have an unemployment rate double the national average.
Congratulations, Jennifer, from the Pete and Pia teams.
Congratulations.
We also want to congratulate our IRS partners, Nancy Seeger, Randy Rittman, and Jason Miller, for their exceptional work this past year in delivering another successful tax filing season, while simultaneously coming to the aid of millions of Americans who were helped financially by the swift distribution of economic impact payments.
From teams OCIO and EFSIS, congratulations to all the well-deserving IRS winners.
Congratulations! We are honored to be a part of this vibrant and committed community. Thank you, Martha, for helping keep customer experience at the forefront of all we do. We can't wait to see all the great things this community achieves in service of the citizen this next year.
ASI Government would like to extend its sincerest congratulations to the 2021 Service to the Citizen Award winners.
Thank you for all that you do to deliver extraordinary mission-critical outcomes to citizens across our country and beyond.
We are so grateful for your service and so proud of your achievements.
Thank you for all that you do. And congratulations from all of us at ASI Government.
Hi, I'm Megan Ompu, Vice President of Federal Digital Sales at T-Tech. We are absolutely thrilled to sponsor this year's Service to the Citizen event. Congratulations to all the 2021 winners, those who demonstrated excellence in service delivery to our citizens.
So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed.